You're listening to Rodney Rogers Outdoors Radio, where we turn it upside down and look at the outside from the inside out. It's safe, it's legal, and we're having a blast. So put your shoes on, my friend, because we're going outdoors.
Welcome to Rodney Rogers Outdoors. I am Rodney Rogers. Can you hear me okay? I adjusted my mic.
Huh?
I'm Rodney Rogers. That right there is my partner, Coach Ease in Crime.
Yeah, buddy.
Michael the man himself. Who's that? This mic would be HP, HollowPoint HP, Hector the man. What else do I got here? Mr. Hector himself. I'll pronounce it. I can't read
Is
that.
it Mr. HollowPoint?
Is
Just
it
HP.
Mr. HP? It's Mr. HP
Short.
to you.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Mr. HP.
I'm gonna get the rundown on where that name come from before the show's out here.
Yeah, let's do that, man. Welcome to the show. This is the first time we've had you in this studio. We call this studio North.
Studio North.
So which one's the other one? South.
South.
He put it together quickly, Rodney.
We
We have
should've-
to.
Ain't no
He
fooling
cracked
it.
that code pretty
Quick.
yeah.
He's slick on the
Dang
wheelie
it.
there. This is mine and Mike's, and tonight Hector's 1 hour vacation. The part of this week we absolutely love. We love doing this show. It is, I mean, you know, other than the millions of dollars that pour in every week, this right here, people watching, we've got viewers out the yang here hanging out with us tonight on our 1 hour vacation. You can reach us in a couple different ways if you got questions. Obviously, I'm reading you right on Facebook. I can see you right here, right now. So if you're watching us on Facebook, throw a question up there, and I will read it. Mike can get you on Twitter at
Gotcha.
hashtag
Bring it on.
RROR. He can see it. Pow, it'll pop right up in front of him. Another question. Another way is to call us live at 262-345-7763. Right here, you'll see it right here. And you can text that number as well. It is, I mean, we're everywhere, bro. Everywhere. This is episode 170.
How'd you know that?
Mike, I am on it.
You've been following along.
I followed the Rodney Rogers Outdoors.
Very impressed.
If you'd have asked me last week,
170.
170. A little over 3.25 years. 169 was exactly 3.25 years that we've been doing this.
Yeah.
And now this is 3.25.39.
You're like a statistician.
No static, bro.
I didn't even know what that word was till today. I like your shirt, by the way.
What do you think about hook?
Very cool.
That's pronounced hook.
Not Huck.
By the way, a lot of people go huck.
I would say Huck.
Yeah, but it's pronounced hook.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a new.
I think there's supposed to be a slash or an angle or something
yeah,
above that U to
like
make,
at the end.
or to
over
make,
the U.
Make the make the U say who.
Ooh. Oh. Yeah. So we got some exciting things to talk about tonight. We got HP in the house with us tonight. I'm gonna pick his brain on the smallmouth fishing that he did, all the success he had up there in Michigan. We're gonna be picking his brain on that. We've got questions tonight. We've got just so much to talk about tonight. One is I did do some fishing this weekend. Mike and I tried out the new. What was that camera we tried out, Mike? What
That was called a Mevo, M-E-V-O.
So if you watched our 2 hour fishing spot this weekend, you got to fish with it for 2 hours. It was absolutely pretty cool, man.
It made my job pretty easy.
That was a cool camera. So Mike has this new camera, and he can get all these fancy angles with this thing. You got to see a little bit of the show.
It.
Yeah, so
I watched most of it.
Interesting. For me, the only frustrating part is you made the comment. I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing through my eyes. There needs to you're missing that angle, be able to see that, which is like again, if you cast that last quarter of the boat, we could catch everything. We could see the lure, hit the water and
now
stuff.
we know actually.
But we could work. But again, it was experimental and.
How many cameras you use?
It's one.
Just one
camera.
Yeah.
Was it 3D? Type?
No.
Not 360.
No, it's a wide angle. It's a 150-degree wide angle lens, much like a GoPro.
Yeah.
But since it's 4K, this becomes the technical part of the show. It's a 4K image, and basically that's so large that you can section out little sections of it and just grab it and go full frame with sections of it. So I could go from getting a full frame of Rodney's face to a full frame of just the water as we drove away, and it looked like separate cameras.
Yeah,
and
did.
And you can pre-program them. So I'm sitting there on my iPhone just going, take that, king, that, and you can move it and zoom it and it's
He's had it for about a year now,
had it a
right?
year.
And we've been waiting for this
It was
this-
my birthday present
year and a half ago.
a year and a half
Yes.
ago.
This
Yes.
is the first time you used it?
Yes. No, we use it.
Kim's like, how many times have you used that? I'm like, well, you know what?
Counting.
God,
Oh,
jeez,
man,
I
with
don't
Swanee. We just name stuff at that point. You got a Swanee. We were in the Everglades. Oh, my
You
my
filmed
God.
that gator hunt with that
We
camera,
did.
right?
We did.
Anyways, it was cool. And
Yeah.
that was, we'll do more of that, but it certainly makes
Yeah.
it for an interesting, easy setup that looks, and having the lavalier, you
Right.
can hear you clearly. We had some issues with that, but that was on my
We-
end.
yeah, we had a
not
little bit of
yours.
static, and
figure those
and
out.
we're going to be working on that. Hey, I got somebody I want to say. Well, we got a ton of people watching tonight. A new face I'm seeing in here is our good friend Tracy Seabold. Tracy, welcome. Tracy has a YouTube channel. Oh, I'm on this side. Tracy has a YouTube channel called Old Lady Angler.
Tracy!
You
I subscribed today
Did
to
you really?
Tracy.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So if you're out there, definitely subscribe to us.
I think she did already.
No, I mean not her, but I mean other people.
Right.
Oh, okay.
If you've not subscribed to us on YouTube, honestly, that's the best form of payment you can do.
Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, I saw her comment come through on one of your videos
Yeah.
the other day, and so I looked her up today, and I'm like, oh, I need to subscribe.
Dude, she's
I actually
killing
went
some
over to
fish
Rodney
right now.
Rogers to subscribe to her, but he was already subscribed to her.
Yeah.
So she's one of the first who completed the 365 after us.
After
Oh,
us.
really?
Yes.
She was
You
the
know what? We
first.
need to get her a shirt.
Yeah, we need to get her.
Tracy,
I'm actually wearing one. I'm wearing
is it on the back?
Yeah.
See if you can flip around without destroying this whole set.
Go ahead.
There we go. Okay. Right. Oh, there you go. Right on. So that's Tracy. Send me your size, and we'll send you one of these shirts with the I Survived 365 Bass Challenge. Anytime, and that way you can post on our thing and say, "Hey, I got your shirt."
You just hold right there for a while, Hector. We'll be back with you.
Yeah. Hold right there for an hour. There we go. Rick Marino, what's up? Mike says he washed his fish while he was working on his truck brakes.
That's cool. Well, you know what? When we were doing that, I thought just to put it on. I mean, if you're just chilling out on a Saturday morning,
Yeah, having your coffee.
and you're not going, I want to find this out and digging for. You just want to chill with somebody who's fishing.
Oh yeah.
And that was what we wanted to do. Is just, hey, let's just turn it on and go fishing with Rodney. And that's for 2 hours. That's what we did.
Absolutely.
As it happened or didn't happen.
And that 2 hours flew by, man.
Yeah.
Like
It
right
was-
now.
it was fun.
You know how it is. I mean, you're out there. 2 hours goes by in the blink of
It
an
feel
eye.
like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it does.
But let
It does.
people talk and throw their 2 cents in and
Yeah.
interact with it. But yeah, from your couch at home, watch instead of Saturday morning cartoons.
So I was talking to Mike, and we have an idea. The next time we do this, we're going to take suggestions right off Facebook as we go live, and go, hey, here's our situation. We'll go like we're going to be on this lake. Here's our conditions. What would you do? You know what I mean? And we're going to try people's methods. Like somebody I think during the show had mentioned, hey, do you use soft plastics at all?
I think that's a great idea. That way you have a destination or a location.
Right.
And,
And we can say, hey, this is what we're using. I think that'd be absolutely cool.
you certainly don't want to do it the same lake every Saturday. And I mean,
Or
Let's
request
see.
lures.
Marie watched it.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
You can
exactly.
Switch it up and see if you can catch a fish with that lure.
Absolutely. So we caught. I think we caught 6 fish, 5 or 6 fish. I missed 5 or 6 fish. I had the lure come back at us at 100 mile an hour a couple times. So
That flopper, man.
Yeah,
that
for those of you that watched the show, I kept calling it a whopper flopper. It's a whopper plopper, right? Is it a plopper? Okay. I'm going,
Yeah,
boy, it really does flop.
It
too.
says it in the bottom of the lure.
Oh, does it? I don't really pay attention to that. I just heard plopper,
He just
flopper.
fished
It's
with it.
all
He
the
don't
same.
care.
I think if I said it fast enough, no one would understand me.
Yeah, that's when I realized that I had to start paying attention when that thing started flinging back at us.
Oh yeah, and that's man. That's
Couldn't
why good
sleep on the job, yeah.
sunglasses.
Yeah.
You can get hooked here or here, but man, you look on the internet. Some of those people are hooked
Ooh,
right in their
nah.
eyeball. I
Yeah.
can't even imagine that. So, Mike, how was your weekend?
I don't know. I'll hang out with you this weekend. It's fantastic.
That's right. So I know how your weekend was. Did you do anything exciting over the weekend? You were back from
I
Michigan.
was driving back.
Oh, you were driving back. That's right. Oh, Saturday.
Yeah, let's
Saturday,
talk
I drove.
smallmouth.
So now Hector, for those you don't know, Hector and I do a ton of fishing together. we're both chasing this elusive smallmouth. So Hector's going to tell us how elusive this smallmouth
I think
really
it's a myth.
Is.
It doesn't exist.
It's,
It don't exist. It's like Bigfoot.
just a blurry fish in the water.
Well, I went up to Michigan, and
What part of Michigan did you go to?
we was at Roscommon.
Can you turn mine up a little bit?
No.
Okay.
What's wrong? You can't hear?
No.
You can't hear me?
Here you go.
How's your headphones?
Mine? I can
Yeah,
hear it
I'm
perfect.
deaf. You know me. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Rodney,
ahead.
sir, boss,
Yeah,
next week I'll have you accommodated.
you're a man.
I promise.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So go ahead.
It was Roscommon area,
Uh-huh.
northern Michigan.
Okay.
So it was about an hour away from Traverse City. And you know where that's at?
No.
No. You don't know anywhere in Michigan?
So North Michigan.
North Michigan.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
And, you know, it's my girlfriend. She has her whole family's there.
Right,
And
right.
some of her families, they fish and they caught smallmouths and all that stuff. So I wanted to get together with them. And before I got there, I did a lot of research of where I can find what's the best area to get smallmouth. It was in Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
Lake St. Clair.
That's also the best place to get shot.
Could be, yeah. That's why you got to go in and out. Once you're in the water, you're
Detroit
safe.
is known for two things: getting shot and smallmouth fishing.
But that's one of the number one spots in
Okay.
Michigan.
Okay. So you did a little bit of research before you went up there.
I didn't get a chance to fish there,
Oh, okay. Okay.
so I did
All
not
right.
fish there.
Were you close to there? So.
3 hours away from.
Oh,
there.
okay. Okay. Yeah. That's yeah.
We passed it.
Okay.
on the
So
way.
yeah, but 3 hours is a long time when you don't have but about
It's like
6,
from
7
here.
days.
It's like from here to.
But it's a
where
whole
we
day.
Fish at.
3 hours there, fish half a day, come 3 hours back. That's a whole day shot.
Yeah.
So you got to devote a whole day. And when you're with family, it's kind of hard to do, ain't it?
Well, you got to do it on the way up. Get a nice little
I got you.
motel, hotel, and
Okay.
go fishing
Okay.
there. I should have thought of that.
Yeah. Right.
But it's tough.
Yeah.
It's super tough.
Right.
They're like I told you in the ride here. I don't see them as a bass. I know they're bass, but they're just totally different. They're
Yeah.
so different than a largemouth bass. They like way deeper water. They're like the rocks.
Right.
They
right.
they don't hide like
In a bush or like we're used to with largemouth.
vegetation.
Yeah.
So
gotcha.
they're not under lily pads as much. You
Yeah.
know.
We're not ready for that, are we?
It's different. I brought the jig because I was going around locals,
Yeah.
live bait shops and stuff like that, and I brought a jig, and he told me this is the number one jig, the color. I don't know if we have it here. I never seen this color.
Really?
And that's a $6 jig.
Wow.
So he said just like the way it is, and I did trim up the skirt a little bit, so it looks
Okay.
like almost like an arrow,
I got you.
and you just drag it in the bottom. He
Really?
said they'll bite. Yeah.
No kidding.
So they like the rocks.
Yeah.
Super deep,
Ah.
cold water.
We're not used to super deep. We are shallow bass fishermen,
Yeah.
man. I mean, we're shallow in a couple different ways.
Yeah.
But shallow fishing is definitely our game. That deep water fish,
I-
man, I'm not
I
good
threw
at
my deeper out there, the sonar,
it. Right.
and I read a fish 25 feet down.
Really?
Yep, there was a fish sitting there. I couldn't even reach it.
Wow.
You know, so it's
Yeah,
it's
I
you
got you.
you got to have lots of patience.
Yeah.
And if it's warm outside, don't even try to get one.
Yeah, they're
Because
done.
most locals there, they fish live bait,
Yeah.
night crawlers.
Right. Right.
But you know me.
Oh yeah, we ain't night crawling. We didn't come this far to throw a light crawler on.
I
there.
want once I catch one with artificial, then I could use live bait
Okay, I
all
got
day,
you.
you know. But I want my first one like the peacock.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. What you did.
That's what I want.
That was a success. So man, okay, so it's a tough fish.
It's a different type. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've got some invites to go. We got a couple guys that follow us and watch us here, and you know, I'm gonna hook up with one of these guys. One's in Wisconsin, one's in Maine. So I'm sorting out the times to go because I'm out of vacation time and I got my new grandbaby on the way. So after October, my vacation reboots. I get to do all this again. So I'm going to make that run.
Well, I don't know because, I mean, I've been hanging around you guys quite a bit now, but what I understand is it's a smallmouth bass, so I think you probably need a little tiny tiny hook.
It's not that small.
No, they're
Yeah,
big.
It's a big smallmouth bass.
The biggest one caught in Michigan is 9.3, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing's pretty big. There's nothing smallmouth going to wrap its head
I
around
know,
that.
yeah. You'd be surprised. Even a smallmouth can suck that baby up right
Oh,
there.
Rodney, did you tell Hector that you caught a frog on the frog?
Dude,
did you
I
see
saw
that
saw
part?
it. I
Did you
watched
saw that?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you see? As I pull it in,
Might have
I'm
been the
like,
highlight of my weekend. I'm
what
sorry.
the heck is that? And I caught a frog on my booyah frog. That's how I roll, man.
I hit a grand slam over there though.
So what's a grand slam there? I remember you saying that. What's a grand slam?
Three different species.
Okay, what'd you catch?
So I caught the rock bass, which
Okay.
was really cool.
Okay,
You'll see the videos. I gotta edit all that stuff.
okay,
Northern pike
right. I saw that.
and largemouth.
Dude,
Wow.
that release of that northern pike you did was gorgeous.
Yeah, that's not even. I changed it up a little bit,
Right.
but you're gonna see everything on my channel.
That was a beautiful
Best-
release of that
best
fish,
shot I had.
man. Wow, amazing. Good job, man. So, yeah, overall, you had a great trip. You got fish, you caught a pike, you caught a rock
Caught
bass.
2 pikes,
You caught 2 pike,
7 bass,
7 bass.
largemouth, and a rock
A
bass.
northern largemouth. A little bit different than ours.
Yeah, they actually was a little chunkier.
Okay, yeah, little butterballs.
Yeah,
I
like
got
little
you.
footballs.
Yeah, like our secret pond.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you my new name. They call me
So what are they calling you now? Remember you telling me, and I said, hold it for the show.
a fishing wizard.
Fishing wizard.
Yeah, my girl's cousin.
Right.
Yeah, my girl's cousin called me that. He got his lure stuck in the cattails, and he was trying to. I said, "Can I see that real quick?" And I said, "Bloop."
My daughter hates when I do that.
He goes, "You're a fishing wizard."
That's good.
And you say, nope, I've done this 8 billion times.
Yeah.
That's all we got is cattails.
When we fish high vegetation, you got to learn how to get your
Yeah, you
lure
got
out.
those tricks. Those, yeah.
So here's the deal. Sorry to interject.
Nope.
But
But
we had a contest this week.
we did.
Our most participated activity on Facebook to date.
Yes.
And from what I understand, we got, is this still true, Rodney? 5 packages to give away?
We've got
Or 5.
we decided to give away 5.
We're still at 5.
Yeah, we're still at 5.
So
I brought them all with me.
We're
so we need
over
to
a
get
quarter
cracking.
through the way through the show
Yeah.
and giving away 0 of our 5.
Okay, so let's give our number 5 away.
Which is what?
Okay.
Well, first of all, what was the post? You had a post
So
that
our post was send us your earliest picture that you have, the youngest that you started fishing and the whole 9 yards. Or your kids, the youngest they started fishing, or I mean, dude, we've got some way back pics. We got a pic of Chris Cameron when he caught his first little bass. I mean, the bass was bigger than he was. I mean, he was just a little bitty feller. So Chris Cameron, I've got that picture. Your mom sent it to me. Deborah sent it to us. Thank you so much, Mom Cameron. And we got a ton of entries. We got a ton of pictures, and I even said, the more pictures you send, the better off you are. And, man, we just absolutely filled that Facebook post up, man. I think we had over 120 pictures, 140 pictures. I think the breakdown was 80 or 86 different people. Mike gave me the whole breakdown in the beginning. I don't know.
He forgot the
I
numbers.
just forgot to know. There was a lot.
we had 46 individual participants to submit photos.
Okay. Yes.
Some people submitted more than one. So
Right.
there's 46 people to submit photos.
So we have 3 random drawings that we're going to do, and then we got Rodney's pick, and then we got People's Choice. That's how we're going to do it. So that's 5, packages. They're not $1 million packages, but they're a little something. We haven't given nothing away in a long time, and I got this bag full of stuff that's got to go.
Well, I'm thrilled because, again, we've said from the beginning, come along this journey with us. We started off from 6 people on a camping trip.
Yes.
And we said 1 like at a time. That's all,
Yep.
we care about. But we had 3,500 interactions or 3,500 reaches with this
Right.
with this particular competition or with this post.
That's pretty awesome.
Take it for what it is.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool to
And
me.
it's like you said, it's organic. It's
Yeah.
just people
Exactly.
liking other people's posts.
This is people who love the outdoors and people who love fishing, and so I'm all for it.
That's the key. So our first one will be number 5. That'd be our number 5 giveaway. I don't even know. Do you have the video of that number 5? I didn't know if you were playing that.
No, I don't.
Okay, that's cool.
Because life happens really fast,
Okay. So let me, I have this bag of tricks. Let me pull out the number 5 gift package here. So number 5 is basically, hold on, I've got everything stuffed in each one. So here's number 5 right here. So number 5 is a fish and flage visor, and a fish and flage, and this is redfish, and it's a camo. It is extra large. I only had extra large left. So these are just stuff, that I've given away and, got over the time. I actually hunt in my fish and flage. So that is our number 5 right there. That's our number 5 package. Let me see. Okay. So that's our number 5 package. You figured out how you're going to give it away?
I don't know. Yes. The answer is yes, Rodney.
You're punching a lot of buttons.
Oh, I'm
there.
punching.
I see.
I'm flying this beast.
I see you. You're like punch, punch, punch.
So we've got a screen, and I know you can't see it at home, but there are 46 names on this spin wheel.
Okay. Oh,
and
I can
as
see.
I spin them, you can see. So
Oh, you can see it at home, right?
you can see it. Yeah, you can't
Okay.
see the individual wedge, but I'm spinning that by hand. This does not count when I let go of this wheel.
Okay.
So don't get excited, Joe Montalnato.
Okay.
But I'm proving that you can see.
All the names are
Yes,
there.
so I'm stopping. So that doesn't count. So Aaron, slow down.
Yeah.
Slow your roll. All right.
So how do you spin that thing?
I
I can't believe you got that many names
I
on
haven't
there.
figured that out yet, Rodney. So we're going to figure this out. I'm just kidding.
No.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. Let's do a drum roll and spin this bad boy. This is for prize number 5, right?
Prize number 5. Yes.
Okay, here we go. Can I get a drum roll, please? Of course you can.
Yes. Is it spinning? Is it spinning?
Brent Jackson. Brent Jackson.
Jackson.
Yes.
You got number 5. You know what? We took Brent Jackson fishing. He came in from, he's from Michigan.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, somewhere up north. And we took him fishing. We caught him some bass, dude. So yeah, that's
Is
pretty
that
cool.
the guy no, that was Ryan.
That was Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took Ryan. So Brent Jackson, you got number 5 package. Good job, Brent. So number 3 package. You want to do number 4? You want to do number 4?
Yeah, I want to do whatever you want to do.
Okay,
Rodney.
so let's do number 4, and then we'll do a little bit more show, and then we'll do.
Can you break it down with what it is?
Yeah.
Tell us the number 4 package.
So I'm gonna dig out number 4 here. You guys are gonna like number 4. I think you're gonna like number 4. Now, Brent, also, I'm gonna give you a gun lock. All 5 contestants, people that win are gonna get a gun lock. So number 4. Let's see. Okay, I got number 4 here. So number 4 is. No, I don't have my number 4 package. Okay, so number 4 is it's a here it is. My gosh!
All
hold
right.
on. I just posted number 4. Hold on, you ready? You're gonna laugh at this. So I'm gonna pull up the video I did for number 4. I'm gonna let it play here. Okay, you ready? Watch this. This is hilarious. Albums, camera. Here's number 4. Ready? You're going to hear number 4. So for our number 4 giveaway, we're giving away a bit of a prize package. We're going to be giving Bob's Butt Wipes. I know what you're thinking, man. That's a gift. It is not. It's great for the hunt camp, great for your truck. I keep them in my truck. It's absolutely, if you're an outdoorsman and you're all over the woods like me, this is the must-have. We're going to be throwing in some Bionic Bait glass cleaners from Bionic Bait. Those are absolutely awesome people. And we're going to be throwing in the Costa hat. So that's going to be our number 4. So the Costa hat is in there. That's what I forgot. The Bobs and the Costa, but we got tons of Bobs. Oh yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's
so
right.
basically, it's the Bionic Baits, which is the bait company that I use when I fish for my I get my ballyhoo and all that stuff. So it's that, and of course we're going to throw in the gun lock as well. Okay.
So I'm really what?
The hat.
Hat. Oh, the hat,
Coast-
shirt,
The Costa hat. No, hold on. The Costa hat.
the pants, the water boots.
The Bob's, the Bob's butt wipes. You're gonna love them, dude. I'm telling you, or whoever gets them. The gun lock and the eyeglass cleaner set. So keep that in mind. That's what that one is.
And a Vexen
So-
rod.
And and Hector's gonna give you a Vexen rod. No
When-
Vexen rod.
When,
Don't
when you
listen
give
to
me
that.
the money, I'll go get it for you.
Okay. So Mike's gonna spin that wheel again.
Well, we're.
What you got?
Can you hear that?
We're not set up for doing this.
No,
are we?
we're going old school.
Okay.
Hector.
You want me to spin it?
Yeah, you can actually spin it, or you can press the center, and that will spin it. But let me get you on camera here.
I'll do the spin.
There you go.
Raise it. Oh, hang on, Hector. Hang on. Don't touch a thing yet.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
I love it. This is live TV at its best.
This is our prize night.
Hector, it's all you, buddy. Spin
ready?
that wheel.
The price is right.
Let's see here. Michael Holmes.
Michael Holmes. Congratulations.
Michael Holmes.
Michael
Nicely
Holmes.
done. All right.
Sweet. Okay. So,
You can kill the music now. He's gonna play all day long.
and we got so much more.
So Michael Holmes, nice job.
Mike Holmes. So Mike Holmes sent in the picture of his son's Garrett Holmes' first bass. How cool was that? I mean, literally his first bass on a 20. I think he said he was like 4 or 5, and now he's 26, 27.
Yeah, that's cool.
So 20 some odd years ago. That's pretty cool, and I'll post that little picture up.
There's something these photos do to you when you see them and you realize that's
Yeah.
it's great to see your grandkids and your kids today catching the first bass. Nothing better.
Oh yeah.
But for us to look back and see, the cruddy old faded pictures of
From everybody's
when
past.
when you barely knew what was going on.
Absolutely.
That was ingrained in you way back then.
So we took Hector to ICAST. That
Yeah.
was your first time to ICAST? Your second time.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't get to talk to you on your first time around at ICAST.
No.
So what'd you think about ICAST?
I love ICAST.
So you got to see the deeper guys.
Oh, yeah.
You're-
They
you're-
showed me a
now
lot.
are you allowed to talk about what you do with deeper? You're like a deeper rep or something, or a deeper.
They call it Deeper Hero.
Okay, so you're a deeper
So,
hero.
Yeah, I'm a hero.
That's cool.
So they showed us some stuff with that deeper that we absolutely were astonished about. I mean,
Yeah.
we were absolutely
Oh, yeah.
flabbergasted, man.
Yeah.
So I'm going to buy one of those deepers, and then we're going to play with it hard.
Yeah.
We're going to really put it to the test. So I'm excited. So, Mike, what else you got? What do you got sitting over there?
I know you feel like doing some recent news.
Oh, let's do that, man. Let's do
we
that.
do have some recent news, I do believe.
I'm in.
Let's see. How do we work this thing here? Got some recent news here.
Love you, Aunt Teresa. My aunt said, I love you. I love you, Aunt Teresa. Look at that. That's how I roll.
You giving that keychain away?
No, we're going to talk about this keychain. What you got over there, Mike? I see you. Is it just doing this thing on you?
I like the music, all I got to say.
Oh, did you see that? Okay.
Which one you talking about?
The new, they got a new category for kingfish. It's called a whiting kingfish. Did you see that?
Is that the kind of fish, or is that the...
Actually it's a new IGFA. They're doing a new record, a new IGFA deal with them.
And IGFA stands for what?
International Game Fish Association.
Okay.
They do all the world records. So International Game Fish. So if you're gonna have a world record, it's gonna be on the IGFA. Let's see, caught after June 30th are eligible for state record submission. So this new kingfish that they're naming, which is a new species.
Right.
I mean, it's a species that's been out there, but they're adding it to the state record.
Is that the one we caught on a trip?
You know what? I have not seen what the new whiting kingfish looks. What the difference is. I didn't read on it, so I want to read on what the difference is of that kingfish, and see. Heck, if we caught one. If you caught one after June 30th, 2017, then it qualifies for the new state record. Now, if we caught one, it was definitely we ate it. So I don't think we qualify. Yeah. Bye-bye, kingfish. We may have ate the world record.
Well, can we use the pictures?
No. It's got to be officially weighed, which we're going to have a guy who does that on the show in a couple of weeks.
Well, they've opened it up, right? So they've added new categories.
New categories, yes.
Which is great for fishermen.
Absolutely.
A new way to you said the June 30th part, right?
Yeah.
I stepped out.
You and I talked about this a while back, and I always say, if you're fishing and you're going fishing, be it from South Florida to wherever, think about what you're fishing for and look at the state records. If it's freshwater, you catch a mudfish, just look at the state record.
Yeah.
Look at the world record. You may have the world record fish and not even know it. Who cares if it's a mudfish?
Sure.
Throw it out there. One guy caught the state record, happened to be the world record cichlid, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Cichlid down there. Remember that 2.5 pounds?
I think you caught a bigger one.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I caught a giant cichlid, and I go, hey, that's cool. Let's throw it back. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. Your name could have been Rodney Rogers right there.
With the cichlid. That's a cichlid. Look at the cichlid on that guy right there.
Well, and from what I understand, there's actually been a couple new announcements as far as winners. 33-pound, 8-ounce Almaco jack.
Now, that is a huge Almaco.
Is it?
Oh, my God. That's like, remember the rudderfish and the amberjacks?
Sure.
Remember the Almacos? They're a little bit smaller. They're kind of brownish gold, like a bronze.
Yeah.
And we'd pull it up and go, oh, that's an Almaco.
33, 8 ounces, 33 pounds.
And they're average, the ones we catch are average 6 to 8 pounds. Not 68, 6 to 8.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
so that's a huge
6-pound, 3-ounce vermilion snapper.
Those big-eyed snapper, the red ones we pull off, not the red snapper.
6 pounds, right?
The big-eyed ones we pull off the very bottom that we use the chicken rig for, and we usually pull up 2 at a time. Remember those?
Yep.
The long ones that I gut and gill so they can eat the fish whole. Vermilion snapper, 6 pounds is huge.
And a 26-pound horse-eye jack.
Don't ever call
Sharon
Hector a horse-eye jack.
Cartrude Pyrrell.
That is like a horse-eye jack is like was my stripper name back in the day.
Back in the day, what are you talking about?
Last week. That was last week. Horse-eye jack, center stage, please. Horse-eye jack. So, but it looks like a Jack Crevalle, but it doesn't have the same fins, and it's got huge freaking eyes, dude. Man, it's got some huge eyes. So that's a horse-eye jack.
Rodney, do me a favor. Put
Yeah.
your hand out like this. A little higher, a little down.
Stay out of here.
Yeah, stay out of that
And
range
stay
right
out of
there.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
out of respect to our guest. That's
yes.
all.
So it's a huge,
There you go.
huge horse-eye jack. Huge. It's huge. What can I say? It's huge. It's huge.
So how about the
Much
hogfish?
better.
So, what about the hogfish?
What's the record on that?
It's I don't know. Actually, I don't.
You may hold the record.
That's cool. Look at that.
No. Mine was only 14 inches. They've caught them a lot bigger. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's been some 24. There's been some giant
Okay.
hogfish. I know it's up there. It's definitely.
What
up
was
there.
the Swanee?
Swanee was 4.5 pounds. What was the
And
Swanee?
the show was 3, right?
Yeah, the show was 3.
Here's a recent one. Sharon Cartrude Pyrrell.
Oh, look at that jack.
Trial. Also a 26-pound horse-eye jack. You can spin around there.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see it. Never
Yeah,
mind. You
I
don't
can
need
See
to
it, yeah. Look at the eyes on that
Yeah.
thing.
It looks
Yeah.
surprised.
I've been caught. Who's this lady?
Where am I?
It looks bummed out.
How'd I get on this boat? It does look surprised, don't it?
Oh, that is funny. Hey, there's an update, Rodney.
Hey, Kim Collins from Illinois. What's your update?
Gulf County Bay scallop season opening remains
Did you see that?
postponed.
Postponed. It's been postponed
And why?
because of the red tide. There's
Because
a
of an algae
bacterial.
bloom. Yeah, it's
Exactly.
blooming. So they're going to wait basically until it's not blooming no more.
which is probably going to not be season anymore.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in there with that algae bloom. You don't want you in there. You don't want to eat the scallops out of there. It's just, man, we get this heat the way it is. It's just a bad deal for us. I mean, it really is.
It's too bad. Hey, what's today? The 8th of August?
Today is the 8th of August.
On the 6th of August, open the Spiny Lobster regular season,
That was
recreational and commercial,
which
2 days
was
ago.
Sunday.
Yep, 2 days ago Sunday. You're right on your math, on your daily math.
On my daily
You're
math.
correct.
Isn't it weird that they opened it on a Sunday?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be August 5th? I don't know. There's obviously a reason.
Couple things to review if you're going to be lobstering, Rodney.
Where to harvest?
Where do you do it?
I mean, you do it anywhere in the state of Florida. And remember, if you lobster during the mini season, there are now different rules and regulations. Keep your eyes peeled. You were only allowed 6. Certain counties you're allowed more. I don't know them all offhand.
Bag limits change.
The bag limits do change.
So
Keep an eye on your bag limits. Keep your eye on your egg bearers. That's that caviar at the bottom of the. And I'll tell you a little secret. When you're tickling a lobster, on the side they have little guards right on the side of the lobster. If those guards are down, that's a pregnant female. I mean, she has eggs.
Really?
She's protecting those eggs from the elements.
Oh,
She
interesting.
puts those little doors down, and so to protect them. The other lobsters do not. So if you see that, 99% chance she's holding
you
eggs.
cannot bring up egg-bearing lobsters.
No, you can't bring up anything to the boat that is not legal.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't wait till you get to the boat to check your lobsters. And once they hit your boat, that's caught lobster. And if it's illegal, you'll get busted for
Yeah.
it. Keep that in mind. Bull netting. You got to be in whole condition.
Except you or the lobster does.
Everybody needs to
Everybody.
be, because they found a guy down there not in whole condition.
What's a bully netting?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask that. Actually, you hear me go by bull netting real fast. I was like, bull netting, lobster, but bull netting is a long pole.
Okay.
It's a huge pole, and the net is actually tipped. It's bent down, so and it's called a bull net. So,
Okay.
if I'm wrong, sue me.
Let me read off the FWC,
Please do
the
that.
Bible of all outdoors.
Do that.
Bowling netting definition. Bowling netting at night is a popular method of harvest. Keep in mind, bright lights and loud noises in the water late night can be disruptive. Keep lights directed down and avoid shining lights at houses along the shoreline. Keep sound levels low.
From the surface.
Bowling netters have the right to fish. I don't think I'm going to answer your question here. But be courteous, blah, blah, blah. I don't know either.
It's a long net on a pole, and they're fishing from
You're
the
a long
surface.
net on a
You're
pole,
a
Rodney.
long net on a pole,
You're a
Mike.
freaking long net on a pole.
You're a bully netter. You're a bully netter. That's a drink. I'm gonna have a large bully netter with a side of fries. No, so basically you're dipped down in the water at night. You're not getting in the water, and you're tickling these things, or you're kind of scooping.
Ah, bowling netter.
Oh,
So
bully
you're
netter.
bullying the lobster.
Chris,
to
how
the
are you,
net.
buddy? Mike, how are you, buddy? Stacy Van Diver. Oh my gosh,
Hey, Rodney, I
Hector
wanted
cracks me up.
I
That's what she said. Stacy said, Hector cracks me up. So, yeah. So there you have it. Oh, come on, Mike. Do it. Do
Yeah.
it, Mike. Do it. Put up the skeleton face. Anybody recognize this guy? If you do, call the Monroe County Sheriff's Department. So they found a skull under the bridge down in Monroe County in the Keys. They were diving looking for lobsters, and here is this skull. And actually some more other bones. So
why does it remind me of a Cinnabon?
that's the
I'm
first
just
thing I
saying.
thought of. I thought that's a cool Halloween Cinnabon. You know what I mean? That's well, if you recognize this guy, call the Monroe and shout.
He died
Sheriff's-
happy man eating Cinnabons.
He's
That's so wrong.
got a little. I won't even. We'll stay away from that whole thing. So they found him under a bridge.
I love Cinnabons.
They don't know if it's a him actually. They found the skull and the skeleton under a bridge. Now in
That was
2000,
here in Florida?
yeah, it was here in Florida, the Keys. In 2013, a gentleman who was being charged with a sex crime had called his family from that bridge, and said he's going to tie a 40-pound weight on himself and jump off.
No way.
Well, they found his car, keys in it, cell phone on the bridge side. He was gone. They never found him. So they're investigating to see if this is actually the guy.
And they only found that.
And they've only found this so far. But that night they found the car, but the weight was still in the car. He could have had 2 weights.
Sure.
He could have had a 5-pounder. Who knows?
Wow.
So they're thinking it might be this guy, and it's kind of hard to pull dental records off of it. He's only got 1 tooth there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you recognize this guy, like I said, call him if you're on to something here.
You recognize that guy and find a group of friends.
Chris says, when are we hitting the lagoon, Rodney? I'd love to learn from you. We have reds to catch. Chris has a new canoe. Chris, text me after the
Canoe? Are
show.
you meaning to say canoe?
Canoe. Oh yeah,
Canoe.
he's got the lagoon boat of all boats. So hey, Chris, text me after the show. We'll schedule something. We'll put something on the schedule, and we'll get out there and do some fishing. It's the Miami Dolphins' new quarterback. That was funny.
The canoe?
Johnny said that's the Miami Dolphins' new quarterback. So, Mike, voila, there we have it. How you doing over there?
I'm good. You know what I think?
We think we need
mail.
Uh-oh.
We get letters. We get stuff.
Whoa, yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
Send me an email with all the details.
Another freaking email. Another freaking email song.
Mail time. Mail time. Mail's here.
On a top flight, hold you tight, get you there by daylight, do you right overnight mail.
I play that guitar good, don't I, buddy? I'm the best. Oh.
Never saw that live.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to
You never saw it live?
Sorry I had to witness
Like
that.
face
Yeah,
to face.
we're sorry you had to see it live.
Oh,
Lay it on me,
what are you
man.
on about over there, Rodney?
Oh, Marty Malley says it's Jimmy Hoffa.
Well, here's the deal. This might be our Rich K night because there's a lot of unanswered questions that came in through the Rodney Rogers website.
Yes.
So I'm digging back a little bit here
Okay.
because we're playing for some making up for lost time, playing some catch up. So let's dig into this. This is from Rich K via the Rodney Rogers Outdoors website, which is another great way to get your questions answered, as we're going to prove here tonight. My trolling motor battery, an Exude Deep Cycle, gets very hot on my John boat. Running the boat with 45 min kata.
Yeah. You know what that means?
No,
I'll break it down for you. Is there more to it? Is that it?
Running my boat with 45 min kata. Battery has water and not even a year old. Any info would help.
Okay, there's a couple reasons your deep cycle battery overheats. Well, first of all, you need to make sure it's a deep cycle battery because if it's a regular cycle battery, you're going to heat it up and it's going to burn up. So you can use it, but it's going to heat up and have that problem. Another one is you need to make sure see how long your run is from your trolling motor. A lot of people will have their trolling motor in the front and the battery in the back, and they'll run that long line to the back and
Heating up.
not use enough line to carry that amperage over that long line, so they don't use a heavy enough wire. Another reason is if you've got that thing and you're just running it, you're doing a lot of. If that's your only mode of transportation, a lot of people throw that trolling motor on the back and just run it wide open till they get to where they're going, and then troll with it for a little while and then run it back. That's another reason. You're drawing all your amps right out of that battery. Mine don't heat up. Now, when I use it constantly, when I just put mine on high and I just run across the lake, by the time I get there, my battery's hot and my cord's hot. It's not going to melt down. It's not going to do anything. But I've literally yanked those amperages out of there as fast as it could put it out. So that's the main reason it heats up is because you're actually using it. It's supposed to do that. Batteries do that. Now, if it's getting exceptionally hot and it's, absolutely just burning, firing hot, then you need to look at those reasons. Are you running a too long wire? Are you running a deep cycle battery? That's the main thing. A lot of people think you can just throw a car battery in there because it's a little cheaper.
Yeah.
It's about $30, $40 cheaper.
Good point.
So they think there's a big battery. It's got 900 cold cranking amps. So let's throw it in there. But it's not a deep cycle battery. Trolling motor is designed to run deep cycle. But I think he did say it was deep cycle, right?
He did say Exude.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. He did.
Well,
So
if it catches fire, water's not too far.
If it catches fire, we got a new keychain we'll talk about. So, look at those situations. And you may, there's small deep cycles and larger deep cycles.
Well, his next question, he continues saying, what deep cycle battery charger do you recommend?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He actually said recommend. That's not my mouth malfunctioning.
Okay. So if we're going to recommend a battery, we're just messing with you, man.
It might have been my mouth malfunctioning.
It might have been you. Yeah, it's probably Mike. So when you get your battery charger, you want to make sure you get one that does a couple things. One, trickle charges. So if you leave it on there, it just kind of puts the charge in as it's needed. And two, that it does charge a deep cycle battery. Not all battery chargers will be effective in charging a deep cycle battery. So make sure it says it on the box. And if you have a gel battery, make sure it charges gel batteries. So look at the type of battery you're using and match that to the charger. And then make sure your charger trickle charges. That's just basically, you can leave it on charge if you're not going to use your battery for a couple of weeks, and it just puts the charge there when it needs it.
So do you recommend a certain brand over another?
No, I don't actually.
No?
I just fit the charger with the battery.
Okay.
And when you make that connection, you're definitely going to have a great charger.
All right, here's another one from Lane W. Via the Rodney Rogers Outdoors website. I'm looking for an outdoor rifle pistol range in the Tampa area. Any suggestions? This is going to be a tough one, I know, but I wanted to throw it out there.
Absolutely not. It's easy.
No question.
The best one in that area is going to be in Lakeland. It's a little bit of a drive. It's about a 35-minute drive out of there. It's called Tenor Rock Rifle Range. So go to Tenor Rock. They also have fishing. You can fish there. They have a 100-yard range. They have skeet shooting. They have pistol. They have rifle. So they got a great range there. They are very strict, so keep in mind, range rules apply, like to the nth degree. So,
as they well should. Right?
Yeah, as they well should. So that's a great one in your area, and that's the one I would use. Now, if someone else has one in that Tampa area better than Tenor Rock, shoot it over to us, and we'll get that to the needed parties. That'd be awesome.
Okay, here's another one. This is from, look at this, Rich K. Do you need a horn on a John boat with just a trolling motor? And what else do you need by law?
Everything that any other boat has. Absolutely. You got to have a horn. You got to have lights. You got to have everything. You got to have flares. You don't have to have, now the flares are different. You don't have to have, there's two types of flares. You can use the lesser flare if your boat is under 16 feet and it's a John boat. But you got to have your life preservers. You got to have your throwables. You got everything that you got to have with those big boats. You got to have with that small boat.
Navigation lights.
Navigation lights. If you're running at night, you got to have a whistle or a horn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a whistle or a horn, and you got to have that with a kayak. Now, if you have a trolling motor in the state of Florida on a John boat, you better have that thing registered. You better have numbers on it. That is Florida law. The old law where you was 5 horsepower or less, you didn't need it. Well, now you got to have it.
Okay.
It's been that way for quite some time. So
okay.
I spoke directly to the Marine Patrol on that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're not very nice when they pull you over when you got a trolling motor with no numbers.
Okay.
So they're very specific.
Well, here's one we can throw out to both you and Hector. HollowPoint HP, special guest in the house tonight. From Sean P., Kansas City, Missouri. He said, any suggestions for preventing fishing line bird's nests?
I'll let you start. How's that? What do you do?
What type of reel? Bait casting?
Let's go with bait caster.
They have an adjustment on the side where you can adjust, the different lures are different weight. So you can, what I do is I'll press the release button and let it go. If it goes nice and slow.
Your lure, let your lure drop?
Yep. And then I'll just look at it. If it tangles up, it's too loose. So you need to tighten. It's a little knob. It's called a cap.
It's a magnetic spool. Yeah, exactly. Paul cap. Yep.
Yep. And you just adjust that to you.
Exactly. It's a little magnetic spool knob, and it puts tension on your spool and then slows down your actual line spool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So basically, you want to get what I would recommend if you're getting a lot of it, make it super tight. Make it super.
That's somebody collecting their prizes. I'm sure.
They're like, hey, I want to collect my prize. Make it super tight so when you cast it you don't go very far.
Okay.
And then work with it, and then loosen it up every little bit like that. Just that same spool that Hector's talking about. Just nice and get a little bit slower,
Sure.
and then work with it like that. And then, you know what? Even the best bird nest. So don't think it's something you're doing.
And if you're getting one from a spinning reel, maybe you should switch to a Zepco
Yeah,
push button.
Yeah, it's hard on the spinning reel, but it's wind knots. And if you're talking about a spin cast, close your bell with your hand. That'll avoid all your most of your wind knots. So when you cast, close the bell with your hand and not with your reel.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
And that helps with the wind knots.
Okay.
So there you have that. Voila. There you have it.
There you have it, Rodney.
Mike, we're running out of time. We got some stuff to give away.
Did we give away 2 or 3 already?
We gave away 2. We gave number 5 and number 4.
We got stuff to do.
So number 3.
By the way, just so
Yes.
anybody's asking at home, playing along at home, the 2 names that have been won are automatically, those slices have been removed from the wheel.
Yes.
So you're not eligible anymore.
Yep.
So just thinking.
Sorry about that.
You can tune out.
That's the way it happens. We ain't giving these millions of dollars worth of prizes
Rodney,
away.
I'm going to hand this to you now.
Oh.
And I'll switch to your camera.
Okay.
I know it's not showing up the best, but
So I just touch the middle?
that's probably the best way if you want to, yeah, especially since you're doing it that
I'm just
way.
going to touch the middle.
Hang
Ready?
on- Hang on a second.
Okay. Okay, now this is
Yeah,
for
what are we on for?
the sport fishing buff. It's the Florida sports fisherman. It is the glass cleaner. It's the and koozie and it's a keychain for your keys.
That's a nice little package.
Pelican keychain. So
That's a very nice little package.
yeah, there you have it. You got that. That's number 3. Ready?
I'm ready. Would you like a drum roll? Let's
Yeah,
do
man,
let's do a drum roll. Here we go.
Ready? That's a weird drum roll. That's absolutely
The drummer was drunk.
the
right?
weirdest drum roll I've ever heard. So we got James Chris Cromer.
James Chris Cromer
Yes,
gets package number 3.
package number 3. Now, all of you guys, if you're watching and you're seeing this, definitely hit me with your address or message me with all your info.
Yeah, thank you. I was going to say that. Hit that to Rodney so we can get those out right away pronto. We want you to have those. I'm going to make sure you have those. But let's do number 4. Let's do number 2. I'm all confused. We got 2 more. What are you looking at?
So Stacy says, going to pier fishing in Anna Maria at the end of the month, recommend bait. Yes, I will shoot you that. What I'll do is I'm going to shoot you a message on Facebook, or you can message me. Not only that, I'm going to give you some spots down there. I'm very familiar with the area. We'll shoot you some spots. So, yeah, definitely hook us up. Okay. Now, we've got 2 left. We've got the People's Choice.
Oh, that's right. We're done spinning the wheel.
Yeah, we're done spinning the wheel. And then we got Rodney's Choice. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rodney's Choice. And which one do you want first?
Rodney's Choice first.
So Rodney's Choice, here's what you're going to get with Rodney's Choice. You're going to get a line cutter's ring. You're going to get, the holder. You're going to get, and each one of them get a lock. You get a Fathom offshore koozie. You get the buff. You get the phone holder for your neck. You get the, what you call it here? Lock. Everybody gets that lock. And then,
bag. You get the bag.
And you get a pair of reel grips. Reel grips go in your reel. They're nice and comfy. They're nice and I'm looking over there. They're nice and comfy. So you
That's
get
my camera.
You get a pair of reel grips. And don't forget one of the best. You get the line cutters.
Snap.
Yes. So and that is going to go to Marty Malley.
What?
Yes. And I'm going to tell you why I picked Marty Malley. I mean, he had all of his kids, first hog, first deer, first fish, first this, first that, the first time they wiped their nose in the outdoors, the first time they camped. I mean, he sent us a ton of pictures of all his kids doing theirs first and a picture of him when his dad. I mean, he loaded us up with a lot of first. And I was really awesome happy to see that. So, Marty, we're going to get this package out to you. And for all you guys, I'll probably throw in some extra goodies if I can find them. Just don't be surprised when they show up and you got some extra stuff that we didn't go over. So, People's Choice. Let me tell you what you get. We're closing up. Inside of this, you get the Fisherflage hat again.
Hold it up, Rodney.
You get
Let's see it.
You get here. Let's dig it out of here.
You get a hat.
You get the Fisherflage hat. You get the Fisherflage shirt. It's a redfish shirt. If I dig it out of there, I will never be able to fold that up again.
Don't do it.
And you get, check this out, you get it's called a bill blade. So basically, you take a hat, you could even do it to this hat, and you cut it, and it has a directions here, and this mounts into your bill, and it has a knife on it. I mean, and that knife is razor sharp. I made sure I sharpened it up even more sharp, and then that goes in, and man, dude, that is I kept one of those for myself.
Your description didn't do it a whole lot of justice, but this is cool.
This is a cool thing. So I apologize if my description didn't do that any justice. And you get the line cutter's ring. Ready? And for People's Choice, you get a line cutter's rod holder. So that's that whole package. How's that? Man, it just got better. And, of course, you get that. So you get a lot of stuff with People's Choice.
The whole 9.
So, Mike, you counted up all the hoo-hoos. So what'd you get for People's Choice?
I'm going to do something unprecedented here, Rodney.
Mike, are you?
I'm going to kill our mics on live air one so we can have a powwow.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
We'll be right back, people. Talk amongst yourselves here. Here's some music for you.
That was, you know what's funny is Mike and I did not compare notes. Because coincidentally, the same guy that I picked, because he didn't know Rodney's pick. Actually, nobody did.
Nope.
And I didn't know who the most likes were, and coincidentally, they were the same person.
Yep.
So not only did Marty Malley get the most likes, he also was my pick, and I didn't know he got the most likes. So we're gonna go to the second runner-up, the second with the most likes, and that was who?
Christopher Esquivel.
Christopher Esquivel got the most likes. So
I'm going to give him all of it.
yeah.
There you go. There you go, everybody.
Wow, man, that's the most prizes we've given away. I mean, I dug everything out that we were ever going to give away and said, let's just do it in one shot.
Yeah.
Now we got to build our prize place back up.
We just dumped the prize package bucket.
Yeah, just all right here. We had so much stuff. And I'm gonna, you know what I'll do also, I'll put some of my lures in each one of these packages.
Yeah.
So you'll have some of my grubs and man, Mike, you had some package. You had a package you sent me.
Yep.
To give away as well.
Throw it in.
So we'll disperse that.
Hey, more than anything, though, thank you for everybody for participating, for submitting your pick. This kind of stuff is really exciting, and it's nice that these are the people who are in this journey with us.
Absolutely.
But the likes we had, we reached over 3,500 people with this one simple post.
Right.
That turned into giving away 5 prize packages. But it's exciting. I love this stuff, and just to know that people are watching and participating. And even people who didn't submit photos but liked other people's or commented on them, that all counts.
It all makes a difference.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So thank you so much. I mean, I know I am, and I know Mike is, and I know when Hector, we're just humbled by the amount of people that watch our posts and our YouTube videos. Hector's got some 60, 70,000 views on some, right? 80,000. I mean, they're ridiculous. And it's very humbling when you have that many people interested in what you're doing. and that believe in the forward motion that you're making. And Mike and I first did a camping trip with 6 people, and now we end these things with 70 people. Plopper.
So we got literally a few minutes, but I got to hear this keychain story.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So HP Hector finds a keychain. He goes, "Me and Rodney need this keychain," and it looks like a car keychain, but check out what it does on the back of it.
Open it up. We get a better.
You can
view.
bring it to me.
Yeah.
Open the thing.
Oh, it's got a flap here.
Yeah.
Here's what it does.
It's
If you
backwards.
drop your keys in the water gets inside of it and releases this little airbag. Oh, am I upside down? Oh. And it releases this little airbag. And the airbag
Get outta
airs up
here.
and floats to the surface.
It's like a life jacket for a key.
It's a life jacket.
Does
for
it
your
work
keys.
on cell phones, Rodney's?
You know what? He asked me the same thing.
Yeah.
He said, we can only make one for your cell phone. We'll see. I might attach one to my cell phone. So I got to thank Hector for that because Hector's got one, and I'm going to put it on my keys because, when we go fishing, my keys are always in the boat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'll be – I'm sure
I want to go home that night.
We're
That's why
going to laugh when we
That's
have
cool.
this thing. So, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's absolutely – So thank
Never
you,
seen
Hector.
that before.
I hadn't either. So that's going to be fine. I got to pack all these presents back up.
Well, watch again. Give us your information. The folks who won tonight, we're reviewing this. We're going to post all of the photos, the 46 photos plus. I'm going to put multiples on. I'm going to put on the Rodney Rogers Outdoors website, so it'll be a gallery, so you can go through and see that.
See your
Thanks for
photos up there
participating.
forever.
If you don't want it up there,
yeah.
shout it out. Let us know.
Yeah, we're going to stack it up there.
But watch for Hector. We're going to be doing. I'm hoping we can twist Hector's arm into doing a video on this deeper. Gadget
Yes, let's do it.
Sooner than later. So
Yes, absolutely. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. My gosh, we had a ton of viewers tonight. I'm hoping we got some we got all your questions answered. If not, we'll definitely answer them on the next show. Thank you, everybody, for watching us. And thank you for just being a part of our little world, our 1 hour vacation. And as my mama said 18 million times, and I pray I get to say it a third as much as she does, and you know I love my mama. You kids get outside and stay.
Kept looking at that camera.